namely Heroes Day and Defence Force Day. This is what he had to say.
Evening here in Zimbabwe, and it feels very much like any ordinary Saturday evening. Zimbabweans are just getting on with their lives as best they can, as they know how. And it is a long weekend, so a lot of people have probably actually left Harare and gone to their various holiday spots. As you say, Monday and Tuesday, public holidays. The governing party, ZANU-PF, had a press conference a little bit earlier on this afternoon, and they didn't talk about the big subject in the room, which of course is the petition that was filed on Friday. But they did talk about those two holidays. Heroes Day is a big holiday on the calendar in this country, and what it recognizes is all the heroes that died during the Liberation War, and those that are declared national heroes are buried at a shrine very close to Heroes Acre. There are 10 provincial Heroes Acres as well for people who are not given the national status. So it's a really significant day in Zimbabwe's history, and a lot of them are still alive actually who fought for the liberation. So the war veterans are a key part often of these kinds of celebrations and these recognitions that take place. But specifically Heroes Day, as I said, for those that died during the Liberation War, freeing Zimbabwe from the apartheid era and colonial rule, particularly that of Ian Smith, who was the leader at the time. And then the next day, of course, is Zimbabwe Defence Forces Day, and usually it comes with all the pomp and ceremony and regalia of a full military parade and the showing off of Zimbabwe's army. And it will be interesting to see, given the political shifts that have taken place, where we've seen some former army generals taking up positions in a civilian government, and this relationship that people have said continues to exist between the army and President Mnangagwa, just how that day will be. Will he mention the army in this new dispensation? Will he talk about some of the political developments that are taking place? We'll have to wait and see for that. But, as I say, it's a big holiday for Zimbabweans, and the President has said, look, we should continue to recognize it and come out in your numbers on Monday and Tuesday, and remember how important and what those days are for in particular. But otherwise, around the city, as I said, people are just getting on with their lives. Big decisions are going to be made on their behalf in the next 14 days by the Constitutional Court. One doesn't know what the Constitutional Court is going to do, but certainly that decision will affect Zimbabweans. And it doesn't matter who you support. I think all Zimbabweans want exactly the same thing. They want a better country, they want jobs, they want a better economy. And the question really, I guess, that what the polls were about is deciding who they believe is the one that's going to take them there. So the next 14 days important, but immediately the next 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, continue to be historic days that need to be celebrated.